Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Today I will be discussing about the operations of sets. Oops, about operations of set. And under this we will also be discussing about what we call the Venn diagram. Okay. So basically operations of set are just simply operations like addition, subtraction, and so on between sets. Okay, and we actually do that. We can represent that well using what we call the Venn diagram. So mas madaling i-represent ang ating operations of sets using the Venn diagram. So we will actually be using two kinds of illustration here. The very first one is the using the Venn diagram, and then the next one would be about um, the roster method or the set builder notation. Okay. So firstly, the very first one that is under the operations of set would be is the union. Okay, the union, from the term union, means to unite, meaning we are just simply combining all elements of the two or more sets. Sabihin pa nagsasama-sama lang natin yung elements nila. So what do I mean by that? For example, we have set A is equals to 1, 2, and 3. And our set B is equals to 3, 4, and 5. So if I will be asking you what is A union B, I will just simply have to write it down lahat ng elements sa 1, 2, 3 for set A, 3, 4, 5 for set B. But then again, we have repeating sets, so that is elements. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that is just simply the union between the two sets. Okay? If we will try to represent this one using the Venn diagram naman, using the Venn diagram will just simply be like this. Meron tayong laging box. Okay? And then we will have our two sets. Okay? Two sets. And sets are represented by circles. So, ibig sabihin, itong set A, ang laman niya is 1, 2, 3. At itong set B, ang laman niya is 3, 4, 5. Okay? Then of course, ang magiging yung box natin is the universal set, meaning all the numbers na hindi kasama sa A and B ay nandiyan sa universal set. So pwedeng may 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on. So yun yung components ng universal set. All the possible numbers within the universe that is not in set A and set B. Okay, so if we will try to represent again the union of these two, it just simply would be like this. Mangyayari lang dyan is about shading. Ibig sabihin, isi-shade mo lang yung dalawang set. Let me just remove this one. Okay, kasi isi-shade mo lang yung dalawang set that is included in your union. For a while, sorry. Okay, there, A and B. So you have to shade it. I will shade it using a yellow marker. Shade ko lang yan. Okay, so yan yung set A, and then ito yung set B, meaning all the shaded part is included in the union. Kumbaga magkasama sila. Okay, ganun lang. You have to shade kung ano lang yung parts na kailangan mo, and that is what you call union when it comes to the Venn diagram. Okay, kung ano yung shaded part, yun yung elements na magko-contain nun dun sa union. And this is again denoted as your A union B. All shaded parts. Okay. So let's have another example. Okay. So say we have wait lang, let me check the set. Say we have set A. No, let's set C. Let's use set C. Say we have set C is equals to A, B, E, I, O, U. And our set D is equals to say X, Y, Z, W. Okay, so if I will be trying to denote this one using the union and using of course the roster method or the set builder notation, it would be like this. I simply have to list down all the letters together. List down all the values lang. Ganun lang kadali. And that is union. And if you will be trying to represent this one using, okay, again, using the Venn diagram, okay, it would be like this. Universal set, set C, set D. Shade mo lang. Shade mo lang yung parts na common sa kanila. Please don't mind yung shading kung lumalampas siya talaga. And this is again denoted as your what? This is your C union B. Okay? Again, basically union of sets is just simply combination of your sets. Ko-combine mo lahat ng elements. Okay? Now let's talk about the next one, which is yung ating number 2, which is ang ating intersection. Okay? The intersection of sets are just simply all the common elements. All the common elements. All the common elements between two sets. Okay? Ang aim lang natin to is we want to get the commonality between the two. Okay? So for example, we have set A. Okay? We have set A is equals to 1, 2, 3. And then we have set B is equals to 3, 4, 5. So obviously, ang mangyayari dito is you are looking for the common elements between them. And we denote this one by the inverted letter U. Okay? We denote this one by the inverted letter U, and we have to list down ano ba yung parehas dun sa set A and set B. So of course, we have the common of set of element 3. Kasi parehas yung dito. We have 3 and then 3. Okay? And that is intersection. And if you will be trying to represent this one using the Venn diagram, ganun pa rin ang gagawin natin, union pa rin. But, the thing that we have to do is we have to intersect them. Ibig sabihin dapat, may part na magtatagpo sila. At yung part na yun ay etong gitna lang. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ang elements ng set A is 1, 2, also 3. Kasi parte siya dun sa circle niya eh. Tama ba? Kapag nasa loob ka ng circle, parte ka ng set. Kaso, ang set B naman is 3. Ito. Yung 3. Parte siya ng circle ng B. 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So, kung sa ay common dun sa dalawa, ang gagawin, may intersect mo siya at ilalagay mo siya dun sa gitna. And isa-shade mo yun. Okay? And this is just simply your A intersection B. So, let's have another example dyan para mas maintindihan. Say we have set D, C again. Set C is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And ang ating set set D is equals to 2, 3, 7, 5, 8, and 9. Okay? So you will be asked, what is the intersection of C and D? Silipin mo lahat ng number na pareha sa kanila. And you will notice that those numbers are actually just simply 2, 3, we have 5. 3 elements only that is similar for both C and D. And again, if I will try to express this one in the Venn diagram mode or in Venn diagram way, universal set pa rin, kukuha ako ng intersection between them. Make sure that the circles is inside. Okay? Ito si set C, ito si set D. Okay? Dahil mangyayari dyan, either I will list it down or not, pero remember na ang common nila is 2, 3, and 5. Ito't ito ay merong 1, 4, and 6. And then this one ay mayroong 7, 8, and 9. And again, you shade yung middle part, which is yung common part nila. And this is again denoted as your C intersection D. Okay? Hope that's clear. So let's have the next one. Which is of course yung ating tinatawag na complement. Okay. Complement. Okay? Yung set complement naman is just simply taking all elements except for the given element. So what do I mean by that? So again, ang ginagawa mo dito, you're taking every element except doon sa set na binigay sa inyo. So what do I mean by that? Sulat natin muna. Take all elements except for the set. So for example, I have ito nga lang the complement talks about the universal set. Say I have A is equals to 1, 2, 3 up until 10. Okay? And our universal set is just simply what? Elements 1, 2, up until infinity. Walang hanggan. Okay? So if I will say this one, ito po yung symbol sa complement. Ito, yung prime, yung 1 sa itaas. Or a complement, yung C sa ibabaw. The elements of this one would just simply be 11, 12, and so on up until infinity. Ibig sabihin, ang gagawin nyo lang dito, yung elements ni A, aalisin nyo sa universal set. You will remove, okay? You will remove yung elements ni A doon sa universal set. Ganun lang po kadali. So for example, universal set mo is 1 up until 11. So anong A complement? Is just simply 11 kasi inalis mo yung elements ni A which is 1 to 10. Okay? So let me delete this one. So again, if we will try to express this one using the Venn diagram, it would be like this. Bring it down a little. So ito yung universal set at ito si set A. At ang element ni set A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, ang kukunin mo, lahat bukod dun sa A. Ibig sabihin, ang isa-shade ko dyan, lahat ng nasa universal set except for A. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung A prime or yung tinatawag natin na A complement. And this is how you represent the complement. You take everything but the set, bukod sa set. Okay? I do hope that's kind of easy on you. Kasi actually, madali lang naman yung complement. Kukunin mo lang lahat bukod dun sa sa binigay sa inyo na set. Okay? So, next example. So, for example, you're given set C is equals to 2, 4, 6, 8. Ang ating universal set is the numbers 1 up until 10. So, ibig sabihin, magiging nangyari lang dyan, if you're being asked what is C complement or C prime, the answer is just simply what? 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And also we have 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and then 10. So, yun lang yung elements ng complement natin. Ang gagawin mo, yung siyempre, yung U is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Aalisin mo lahat ng 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, natira is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10. So, therefore, ito yan. Okay? Yung ating complement. And again, if we will be writing this in our Venn diagram, so what would happen here is, ito yung universal set. Ito si set C. At ang element si set C ay 2, 4, 6, and 8. You will take everything except for set C. Everything again. Everything lahat. And this is your C complement or C prime. Okay? And that would be yung ating complement. Okay? The next one that we will be discussing is what we call the, this is I guess this is number 4. The next thing that we will be discussing is what we call the difference. Okay? And when we are talking about the difference, it's just like subtraction. Okay? Inaalis mo si set B at yung mga common kay set A. So what do I mean by that? Subtraction lang po kumbaga. So for example, we have set A having the elements of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And our set B is equals to 4, 5, 3. Okay? And when we are talking about A minus B, ang A, we subtracted B, what would happen there would be, you will take the set A, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you will reduce it by all the elements in set B. At remember, ang elements in set B ay 4, 5, and 3. So, wala na si 4, wala na si 3. Since wala naman si 5, therefore, disregard. Huwag mo nang galawin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang ating sagot dito, basically for A minus B is just simply 1 and 2. Okay? Then again, if you will apply the Venn diagram here, it would look like this. Universal set, set A, and set B. Take note, ang difference po, laging may intersection sila. Dapat meron silang common. Kasi kung walang common, hindi na set difference yan. Okay? So, what would happen here is, ito yung 1, ito yung 2, at ito yung 3 and 4, yung common sa kanila. Okay? At ito may 5 sa B. Ang mangyayari dito, ang isa-shade nyo itong given part lang na to. Okay? So, therefore, this is your, again, this is your A minus B. Inalis nyo lang yung laman ni B doon sa elements niya, sa laman, sa set A. So, let's have another example on that. I'm using blue pen, I'm sorry. So, for example, set C is equals to, for example, set C is A, E, I, O, U. And our set D is just simply, okay, let me write it down dito sa baba. Set D is equals to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and so on. Okay? So, yan. Hanggang dyan lang yung set D kasi universal set natin yung all letters. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin D minus C, what would happen there is I will list down the elements of D minus yung elements ni C. At ang elements ni C ay just simply A, E, and I. So, anong matitira? So, that would be B, C, D, F, G, and H. And this is what? D minus C. Then again, if this is again under the Venn diagram, it would look like this. Universal set. Again, this is your, oh, well, let me make this bigger. Okay, this is your D, and this is your C. Oh, balik rin natin. This is your C and this is your D. Ang elements ni C ay A, ito yung common pala sa kanila. A, E, I, O, and U. Anong elements ni D ay just simply what? A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I, and so on. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ka ikaw ay D, binawasan mo ni C, ang isi-shade mo ay ito naman. Okay? Take note, hindi yan laging nandun sa may left side. Pwede rin siya dun sa right side. And this is your what? T minus or difference C. Okay? And so far, yan lang muna yung ating set operation. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi